Okay guys, today is the 4th of July, 2013, and I am going to attempt to make barbecue baked beans. It'll be my first time doing it. I think I'm just going to use my normal baked bean recipe, add a little leftover brisket from a cook I did earlier, and some barbecue sauce to it. Maybe put some hickory in the Weber, I think a little bit of a hickory smoke to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that bacon into that pan and get it fried up, and then we'll be back. Okay, there's the first batch after I flipped it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, finish the rest of this up, and we'll get on to getting onions in there. Okay, I got the bacon taken in, I got the onion chopped up and in there. Okay, you can see that the onions have cooked down now. We got a nice kind of golden brown on them in that bacon grease. So now I'm going to strain off the onions, get them inside, get the most of the bacon grease drained out. Definitely leave some in there for flavor, and we'll be back out here to start putting everything else together. All right, everybody, got all the ingredients out here now. You can see there's the onion I made. There's all the bacon, which I like bacon. That might be a little bit too much bacon to put in there. I'm sure some of you guys are laughing at me. I might end up putting it all in there. I'm going to use 2 cans of the pork and beans. I've got a cup of dark brown sugar. Guys, usually I don't measure. I'm just kind of doing this for the video to give you guys an idea of what I'm using. I'll be tasting it throughout and maybe need to add a little bit more brown sugar. We'll just wait and see. That is some chopped smoked brisket that I had left over from a cook. That's about 3 good slices, about pencil width on the cut, and I just kind of dice those, cube those. I put a little mustard, and again, I kind of eyeball it, so I'll do my best to tell you what I think it's equivalent to. I do the mustard just for some tang. Ketchup, again, I eyeball it. I'll do my best to come up with measurements. I do that just for the base. And then, since this is barbecue baked beans, the 2 things I'm adding, one is the brisket, and one is this barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's. I've seen plenty of people on YouTube use that for their cooks. This is my first time using it. I've tried it. It's kind of a sweet hickory, so maybe I won't need hickory smoke in there. We'll cook it a bit and see. So what I'm going to do now is start with the brown sugar, add to the pan, and start slowly adding the ingredients. Okay, I've added the cup of brown sugar. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion to that. Okay. And add my ketchup, and let's see. I'm going to call that about 4 tablespoons of ketchup. Add about a tablespoon of mustard. Go ahead and get all that stirred up together. And this should basically break down the thick sauce, the mustard and ketchup, helping to break down and melt that brown sugar. And I just want to thank my youngest daughter, McKenna, for helping me film this. Usually my oldest daughter, Hannah, helps me. This time I've got McKenna. She's doing a great job. Add the second can of beans. Get all that worked in together. Okay, I'm going to add in my trout brisket. Get all that stirred in. And start crumbling up this bacon in there. So once I get this bacon crumbled up, we'll come back and I will have done a little taste test and see if I need to add a little bit more of the ketchup, brown sugar, mustard, any of that stuff. I'll let you know. Once I have those flavors pretty good, then I'm going to start slowly adding some of the barbecue sauce to it. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, I've got all the bacon I'm going to put in there. Got 4 pieces left over, so it'll make my wife happy. She was wanting some, and I'd like to have a little also. So now, what I'm going to do is, I've done the taste test, and it tastes good. It could be a little bit sweeter, but I know this Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, again, I taste tested a while ago. It's got a sweet hickory flavor to it. So instead of putting more brown sugar in, as I add this, I'll taste it and make sure that we get the sweetness we're looking for. We'll be back in a bit and hopefully show you the final product. Okay everybody, I added about 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce to that. And taste tested really good, had a really nice kick to it in the back of your throat, so I think that's going to be a nice barbecue baked beans. I've gone ahead and thrown 1 chunk of hickory in there, and then what I'm going to do now is just kind of cover it with a lid. Just crack the vent on the lid, let it kind of smoke a little bit. Okay guys, this is after set on the grill for a while with that hickory, and it's got a nice mahogany color. I'm just going to wrap that with foil, set it in the oven, just to keep it out of the way for now. And next up is I'm going to be smoking some split fryer breast. Okay, we got the beans done. I'm moving on to the split fryer breast. I put a base of some garlic, salt, and pepper on here. Since I'm going to smoke these, I'm going to treat it kind of like I would anything else. Put a little mustard on here. Again, it's not for flavor, it's just to bind the seasonings to it. Just going to put a little on. Okay, now that I've got all that rubbed in, using this applewood rub. Don't have much left, so hopefully we can make it last. Oh, that should be enough. Now that I've made a mess. So get the grill going, and we'll be using hickory to smoke this, and we'll meet you at the grill. Okay, get the grill going, set up for indirect. Just gonna get the chicken on. Okay, I got all the chicken on indirect. I'm just gonna put some hickory on. Got a big old chunk of here, so it should last a while. Okay, I'm gonna get the lid on there. I'm gonna keep it around probably about 300 since it's chicken. It can cook a little bit faster. Get that nice hickory smoke on it, and we'll be back out to check it out in a little bit. Well, this is how they look after about an hour. Kept it about 300 degrees. Still have most of that hickory, so we'll let them cook a little bit longer. Check back in a little bit. Okay guys, I got the chicken up to temp. It's in between 165 and 170. Went ahead and basted it with that sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Gonna let that kind of bake on a little bit, and I'll probably baste it a second time, and then we'll get it pulled off. Okay guys, here's the finished product. The smoked chicken barbecued, the barbecue baked beans, and some mashed potatoes. Hope everybody enjoys their 4th of July.